Howdy folks, and welcome to the next game in our Halloween Hecktacular for this year. Halloween games every day. Not necessarily always different, but from start to finish, completion. We start with like Necrovision, I think, and then the DLC, done some The Thing, done Silent Hill 4, and now we're doing Alone in the Dark. To celebrate the greatest of great months, Halloween, October. I wish it was every day, but hey, I'll take it where I can. It's an excuse to just play scary games, watch scary movies, and read scary books, and to kind of be able to bring that up into casual conversations. That's the great thing about the month. Now, why this game? I'll get into that after I get through the opening. Do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. I play games for fun. I have been doing that for many years, and I plan to do it for many more. One day I got the bright idea to hunt down the greatest beings in the universe to collect these gems, and when I got them, I just snapped my fingers and I said, you know what? I have a brilliant idea. I should record me playing games and randomly mindlessly talking into a microphone. So why would I do that? Well, I got the idea because it's kind of hard to organize events for friends and family, get them on over some couch co-op, so I do what I call buddy or companion videos, which are videos that essentially, the way I see it, it's like a gateway. Every time you turn on one of my videos, it's a window where you, figuratively speaking, of course, invite me into your home, and I invite you into mine, and we share collectively the world's biggest couch, known as the internet. That way, in case, buddies can't make it over, or family can't make it over to do some gaming session, hey, I'm here for you. Just pop on one of my videos, pay attention to as little or as much as you want, watch as little or as much as you want. As Captain Planet tells us, power is yours. So, that's the rough idea of it. So yeah, in the next hour and a half, 2 hours, consider me your buddy, your pal, your friend. So we play new games for the first time, which I guess this would count as a new game. Yeah. Old games for the first time, which would be things like Silent Hill 4. And occasionally take a stroll down nostalgia lane to see how games fare 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years after we first played them or last beat them, which would be... I don't know, man. Plenty of them. You'll see. You'll find out. But, again, thanks for joining me. Sit back, relax, let's just hang out, chill, have some laughs. Whether you're laughing with me or at me, it doesn't matter. It's all the same to me. As long as you're laughing, that's a good thing. I do want to say to my subscribers, thank you to each and every one of y'all, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing the videos. I'd still be playing the games, don't get me wrong, but doing recordings, I mean, it's not really a whole lot of work because I don't edit. All my stuff is unedited, unscripted, totally unprofessional, right? So, it's literally just me uploading to YouTube. Though I've been considering maybe uploading to other places. It'd be the same videos, but my goal is just to reach as many people as possible. Why? Because you never know. Sometimes you just need videos kind of like this to pop on in the background. So, but my subscribers here, you all are amazing, truly. I wouldn't be doing them, and because of how great you all have been and continue to be, I promise you that as long as one of you stays subscribed, I'll keep doing videos. The only day I'll stop doing videos is if I hit 0 subscribers. It's a promise, not a threat. Though I could see why some people might consider it a travesty. I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm not good at this. Let's genuinely and as sincerely as possible thank you, subscribers. You are amazing. You drive by Redneck Beers, howdy. And, game recommendation. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Just be prepared to use a very frustrating control scheme. I'm sure you could use like XPad or something, one of those software things to fidget around. But if you're just playing it out of the box, I play 99% of the games I play is O-box, out of the box. Basically, like in the old days, you buy a game, take it out of the packaging, pop it in, and you're ready to play and go. No downloads, no updates, no mods, no file manipulating. Game as is. So, if I do mod or files manipulate, mess with files, I either tell you and let you know, or I tell you and show you using a video. So, and sometimes I show you how to get around some problems. And that's the main reason I try to play out of the box, is I want you to see what you're getting for the full price. I don't want to do edited videos where, say, oh, I don't know, like Alpha Protocol, where you see these amazing and cool videos and you're like, oh man, I'd love to play that game. And then you go to buy it and you go to play it, and guess what? You can't play it. Hello, Operation Raccoon City. Yeah, I'm shots fired on these folks here. Get your games working. That is literally wasted money on the table. Trust me. Game developers, companies, not developers, sorry, it's not on you. Publishers. Fix those games. This is not a business 101 class, but here I am, having to tell you how to do your damn job. And your profits will skyrocket. Even the most obscure game, especially in this day and age with YouTube videos and the streaming and the TikToks and the stuff, old games can become the next, what was it, chic? Was it C-H-I-Q? Cheek? The next big hit, right? That's just the era we live in now. So, all right. Anywho's, yeah. Thank you all for joining me. But give Alone in the Dark New Nightmare a look. You can actually watch videos of me playing through that for the first time. I think I did it last year, and that ties into why I'm playing this one now. I know very little of this one. I didn't follow it at all. As most of you know, I'll be right back. And then I'll get into the Orion rant real quick before we start. Sorry about that, folks. I am back and I have my headphones on, but that's okay. I'm going to turn the sound volume down a little bit too. Even though I find the music pretty banging. Don't get too excited, folks. Just rebel. So, most of you know I tend to look on modern gaming negatively. I've been gaming since NES days. I've owned many consoles over the years, from TurboGrafx to even a Sega Nomad, and what was that Nintendo one that hurt my eyes? Oh god, it burnt. It felt like it was burning my retina. It gave me a massive headache. Virtual Boy, yeah. I don't know, somewhere around like the PS4 era, I just started to be like, for example, when the Wii came out, I went the route of the Wii because I was a PC gamer doing MMOs for the most part. And, I played most of them, EverQuest, WoW, City Heroes, Age of Conan, Secret World, Lord of the Rings, tons of them. And other computer games like, Dune 2 and XCOM. So, strategy, RTS games, role-playing games, everyone likes to do. Anyways, so, I had that market cornered for the most part. And so I went the Wii route because I can't think of a console that Nintendo failed me. And I know people will say the Wii U, but that had Xenoblade Chronicles X, which thankfully they released on the Switch so more people can experience it. But there are enough differences, I feel, between the two games on the 2 different systems to warrant checking both out. I miss the blade stuff. That's mainly it. Anyways, so I tend to have like a negative outlook on more modern gaming, but this is Alone in the Dark, a series I've been a fan of for many years, and in a lot of ways preferred over Resident Evil. Silent Hill, I think, is my true horror love, if I had to go that route. Even though I haven't played all the games, but the ones I did play, I just adore to death. But Alone in the Dark was always kind of like the second. Not that there's anything wrong with Resident Evil. I do enjoy many Resident Evil games. Just, the tone, atmosphere of Alone in the Dark. So I figured, hey, I don't know much about this one. I'll give it a try. It cost me about, I don't know, $20 or something. And that's also kind of what I do too. I'll play games so you don't have to. So you can kind of get snippets from someone that just plays games to play games. I don't play it for work or a job or nothing. So, alright. This is neat. I like this. I'll show you this real quick. This is the reason. Also, my first couple of videos are usually, wow, this is going to be a long video. Just skip to like 15 minutes. This is too late. Anyways, this is the main reason I don't... Ooh, do I want motion blur? I don't know if I want that. Where is it? I don't play Brutal Legend as much as I'd like to. Copyright music enabled. You can disable it. Alright, so we'll see if the game can replaces the music or if it just goes quiet. Anyways, I've been rambling. Sorry, that is the longest opening I've ever done. 90% of them are like 3 or 4 minutes or less, but alright, let's go. We'll go old school. We'll go old school. I'll try and shut up during cutscenes. I can't promise anything. Ribbit. Bud. Wise. Cores. The Cores Gator. That should have been a thing. Was it a thing? I don't know. Maybe it was a joke on like one of those cartoon shows.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him. Watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
Who isn't these days? I prefer incense to nonsense. But
Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
The continuity of the Alone in the Dark games can be really weird, especially with the character of Carnby. Yeah.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff would be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
The lip syncing is pretty good. Choose your character. Scorpion. Sonya Blade. Okay. Well, I gotta go with my boy Edward Carnby, because... was she in the original? I don't think so. Is this like a remake? David Harbour. Jodie Comer. Let me look that up real quick. What is the name underneath? David Harbour. Oh, that's the character model. Have I seen him in things? Violent Night. Saw that. That was okay. And I normally hate modern movies too. It's just... wow. It's not as... I can be a bit of a movie book snob, so... A Walk Among the Tombstones. No, that wasn't good. Suicide Squad, Hellboy, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. Apparently he's been in a lot of stuff. Oh, The Equalizer, okay. Alright, and who is this? Jodie Comer? Apologies if I get your names wrong. Forget my name 99% of the time. Okay, Free Guy. Was that the one with Ryan Reynolds? So, my format is, I need to point out real quick. It's very laid back. It's, again, I try to cultivate that atmosphere as if we're sitting on the couch together and just rambling. So, I stare at a little red light, pretend you're here. You, yes, you, viewer. I don't know who Molotov Girl is. That's about the only thing I think I've seen her in. There's a Law and Order UK? Oh god. There's like 8 billion Law and Orders. But, gotta go with the guy with the gun. And Edward Carnby, right? Because when we played New Nightmare, played Edward Carnby. Maybe I'll come back through one of these. Probably about a couple of years, I'll go through a New Nightmare again and go the other route. That's something a lot of the Alone in the Dark games share. I don't think that 2008 one had split protagonists. So that's always a good thing, though, right? Usually one's like a puzzle character or more puzzle focused, and the other one's more combat.
Hello? Hello?
Did receive word.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
I'm afraid to pause it to see if it skips or if you can pause during cutscenes.
I'll go around back.
I heard word from my dear brother. He says the combat was considered bad. And I was like, well, first of all, it's a horror game. That's a feature. It's not a bug. Look, if it's at least on par with the Sinking City, I think I'll be okay. Is that the motion blur? causing that, because if it is... Okay, no, it's just the game. Okay, so that does this, huh? Oh, I should probably look at the controls, huh? Oh, do we have save anywhere? Oh, that is such a good thing. Didn't have that in a New Nightmare. Controls. And as you can see, I got rid of frickin'... Oh, it's not here, but rumble. Always get rid of rumble. Alright, left bumper is examine. Left trigger is aim, but they have it switched. I think left trigger should be above left bumper. Investigation is select. Pause is pause, even though they like to use the stupid images now for that. Hold down, hold investigation for map. Melee, range attack, opportunity. Y is stealth, reload, dodge, interact. Camera, push in the right, consume. Sprint. Oh, okay. I'll figure it out. Alright, so it's got that style of gameplay. I'm going to assume it's going to be similar to, say, Resident Evil 4. Okay, so you don't have to hold down Y. Pressing Y just stealth. Alright, so I'm thinking a little bit of an Evil Within kind of thing. Now, I am playing old school. Old school doesn't highlight stuff, so how do we notice things?
Desetto, the old plantation building, was ready to fall, but kept alive by some starry-eyed carpetbagger called Dr. Gray. Seeing how the staff couldn't even be bothered with answering the door, Detective Carnby figured they would just head inside and grab Jeremy. He just needed to open the front door for Emily first, so she could talk to her uncle.
Okay. Forbidden knowledge. Unlock shotgun cabinet? Huh. Alright, Edward Carnby, PI, Louisiana. Be easy. Now let me check one thing real quick. Make sure my phone... It's off. Or not off, but silent. Okay. It's at Decatur Street, Parish, Nolens. Play.
Louisiana State Board of Private Investigator Examiners grants the following license to Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. License number 196692-LA. Good until May 15th, 1930.
That's great. I like that. So I don't have to do my weird voices I do. Yeah, I do minor voice acting. They're not very good, but hold up. Sorry. Again, the first two videos. Right bumper's melee, but do you have to have a melee weapon? You gotta see if he does, like, the look thing. Oh, okay. We still do get a prompt. It's just it's not glittering. Clue, flashlight. Kitchen garden key. Okay, we can't like rotate it or nothing. Okay. Now in A New Nightmare, you might be familiar with the movie. even though it came out around the time the 2008 Alone in the Dark movie released, it was actually more following A New Nightmare. Or The New Nightmare, I can't remember if it's A or The. I like how I confuse Interview with the Vampire sometimes. That's why the creatures are affected by, light sources and stuff, and that plays a role in that game. I don't know if it's gonna play to the same tune in this one, because again, I followed absolutely nothing about this due to my natural aversion for most things new. Lighters. Back in my day, we rubbed some sticks together to create fire. We waited for lightning bolts that Zeus would send down. Pistol bullets. Okay. 1. Oh, kitty cat. What's up, cat? Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Great Tom Jones. Why is okay, options, let me change that. That might be better. Because if it's quiet for me, it's got to be super quiet for you. And the sound mixing and volume doesn't work too well. I'll adjust it for the second video, but like I said, my editor's lazy. I don't know why I pay him for. What's this? Let me guess. I'm going to get something that I'm going to use to fish that out. Also, I think I heard ice fall from the ice maker, so I'll be right back. Worst thing, when you're walking around, you feel something wet on your foot. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. And we're back. Try that. Alright, there's something there. Key item. Housekeeper's key. Okay. Multiple saves, just... I am a saveaholic, so get used to seeing that a lot. Drink. Really? You can't go buy those? Come on now. I guess plants. I guess it'd be kind of rude. I'll put a fresh dip in. Sorry. Don't dip. It's bad for you. Old habit. Alright, we got an achievement. I wouldn't do that. Ain't my house, though. Let's do the old tactic of survival horror games.
Mind if I do?
Family Bible.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth, or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I'm going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around. That the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Nyarlathotep?
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, a quarter. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madam.
Where's the rest of that?
Please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
Alright. Baramu. Baramu. Was it like sheep be honest, sheep be true? Baramu. Nope, don't be caught. Don't be caught. No! Why are you caught? Why is he caught? Let's do this. Alright, as you can see. Already something. That's okay, I don't mind a little jank in my games. Wait a second. That's not where I saved. Huh. Okay. I guess we're back here. It's not like we were super far back, right? Well, hold on. Let's wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Okay, that has been cleared. Oh, is this like speedrunning tactics? Yeah, this is the strat, yo. That actually is kind of the strat, isn't it? He moves pretty quick. The hustle and the bustle. Oh, so it... Okay, so I'm there, but... Can you just keep doing this? Okay. So, be advised, you can get stuck there. I almost did it again, didn't I? Trust me, when we get to, at the end of every game I play, I do the Ryan's rating system, which is the most objective and best scientifically proven review metric out there, ever written or done in a YouTube video. And stuff like that doesn't get negative marks in my book. Because, as I always say, I do like a little jank in my trunk. Rat poison. What is that acne at? I guess we'll find out whenever we fill one of these up. Non-essential items that you can find throughout the game. Completely accessible and cover forbidden knowledge and some items even more. Okay. Take your word for it. Pop-up box. Carry over from game to game. Some sets can't even be completed without playing both campaigns. No. Well, there you go. Gives you a reason to play both. Shut that. We'll be polite. That would hurt someone's knees or legs if they walked into it. Alright, bumper. I guess you need to pick up a melee weapon? The melee? Sabotage.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
That's what my doctor says. No. No. One of the worst types of puzzles. Wait, can I not use my... Do I have to use this? No. Okay, it looks like it's missing a piece or something. I'm gonna get hit by this, aren't I? Yep. Figured. Okay. This is not a slide puzzle then. Interesting. I didn't know if it was gonna be like a one-hit kill or something. So I saved. It's locked. No, it is not. Well, I guess who really locks the inside of their house? This ain't the Spencer Mansion. Plus, Edward's only interested in two things: your bullets and your alcohol. Give me those pistol bullets. Yep, that's where I keep them. Right in the freezer. Streetcar ticket. Okay. I feel like I'm Link. Just going around taking everything.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra's upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. He's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Drink. Locked medicine box, okay. Alright. Oh wow, we have a long way to go to the front door. Change floor. Oh, it marks puzzles. That's good. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 floors, okay. Plaza key. Okay, just wanted to get my bearings with that. Apparently can't use the map on the stairs. Unwedge it? Where's that light coming from? Looks like there should be a window there. Oh, this is different. Usually. Do I need to drop down there? Money says yes. Oh, money says no. I'm gonna drop down there. Let's save first. Because I'm a dirty save spammer. Also, ignore the date. This is a Halloween video. So the reason I'm doing these videos as early as I'm doing them is I ran into issues last year trying to play through the games and then upload the games to meet the demand of releasing one a day. But this year I'm making up for that by giving you 2 videos a day, one at 9 in the morning and one at 8 at night. If you want the horror games, it's going to be 8. If you want just random games I decide to play or recommend to me, then check out the morning videos, the ones at 9. Also, don't forget to not subscribe or to unsubscribe to the not unsubscribe, the unnotify. Don't ask for notifications, because I release a lot of videos and I can only assume it's very annoying. So just remember and realize that my videos are going to always be there unless YouTube removes them for one reason or another. Thankfully, they've been pretty good with not removing anything. They've done a good job of that, and I appreciate it. But I'm always going to be there. So just check back whenever. There's always going to be something. We can go in here. Do we want to go in here? Yes. Because it's the opposite direction from the main door.
The Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect American labor. Following the collapse of the Wall Street stock market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly. Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt and left a large part of the American workforce unemployed. In an attempt to turn the tide, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act has been signed by President Herbert Hoover. By regulating commerce with foreign countries, the government hopes to encourage the industries of the United States to compete with cheap foreign imports. Superstition on rise. New Orleans voodoo stores and spiritual mediums see increased profit during troubled times. While the market has faced hard times ever since Black Thursday of last year, voodoo doctors and snake charmers see significant rise in number of customers. With the coming Eve of St. John on the 23rd, the police expect increased cult activity around Bayou St. John, the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Voodoo rituals in that area on the Eve of St. John have a long tradition reaching back to the first snake worshippers brought as slaves from West Africa. During the 19th century, its practice was popularized by the legendary Marie Laveau and has since been embraced by many of the Creoles and the surviving aristocracy of the French Quarter. Author seeks asylum. Rumors regarding author Cassandra Beauregard making Derceto her home verified. Derceto Hospital is an old plantation building on the eastern shores of Lake Pontchartrain. While often considered an asylum for the insane, residing Dr. Elmore Lee Gray prefers to think of it as a convalescent home, a place where you can go to rest. The patient list is kept secret, but thought to include many of the black sheep of wealthy families, because at Derceto, treatment does not come for free. Local author Cassandra Beauregard has now been confirmed by her own admission. She's been lauded as a powerful Creole voice and written many successful books. Lately it was reported from Hollywood that she has finished a moving picture manuscript titled Slaughter Gulch. That film is set to hit the theaters next year.
Sorry, I got sidetracked. Once I said voodoo, I just got a zombie army. You can't stop me. Voodoo, you voodoo, bitch. Dead Island. What's this? Rubber stamp. Alright. Well, I mean, they still give us... treatment room, huh? They still give us, like, little signifiers. Letting us know interactables, pickups, so... It's not as old school and traditional as I thought it would be, but that works. I won't complain about it.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind.
I'll bump
This
up
is
the
private
music.
property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that heartwood glue, doesn't she?
That's right.
Oh,
I'm
God.
Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure
It's
my
Bill
uncle is
Dauterive's
alright.
cousin.
Well, he is
I
unavailable
do declare.
right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how?
As Lucretius
Sleeping?
says,
We can wait.
nothing human disgusts me.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hotwood?
Robert.
My name's Edward Carnby.
Right. Gilbert.
Private investigator.
Gilbert Dauterive.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man.
I just stole your flashlight, bunch of
And
pistol
we'll be
ammo, a couple bottles of
Jeremy has
liquor.
gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry. We'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
He doesn't sound like he's from Nolans. But again, I don't know where this is in like the Alone in the Dark canon, which is all over the place anyways.
All right. Here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
Search Jeremy's rooms for clues. Save. Let me...
Anything important I should look out for? Did he keep a diary?
Not that I know of, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Can we keep talking?
Quite the artist, your uncle. Paintings, sculptures. I don't know much about modern art, but he seems dedicated.
Jeremy is a fairly well-known landscape painter in New Orleans. You've probably seen more of his work than you realize.
We should go talk to the doctor that housekeeper mentioned.
Dr. Gray? I suppose. Let's just do a little more digging first, okay?
Sure, no rush.
Of course not. They weren't even born yet. Okay, why am I... What am I missing here?
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity.
5 pages.
Staring directly into the face of that demonic
All right,
Sultan
sit in for a book.
surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Teruel. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep. How did you first come to understand such things, Senora? How did you know that the battered boil in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Tarawaya? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way, that the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say. The people of Deseto are becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
Painted towel. Okay. Alright, let me do this real quick. And then, you know what? I actually am going to have to call it earlier than I normally would because the cat is ready to go to bed. So, hold on. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah. So this is just, I don't know. Wet our whistle. Get familiar with one another. It'll go a lot more smoothly after this, I promise. Alright, painted towel. So you have to put that in, and then what? Move it? Well, that's probably there. This is probably here. These just switch. Okay, so it's not really... Thankfully, it's not a slide puzzle.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I just did. Just did a slide puzzle for you. Oh, you knew that.
I would kill the guy, throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
What'd you find, Nancy Drew?
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray.
It's not a tumor. Yay.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Alright, so we'll save here. Also pause? No, you can't pause during the cutscene. That's one of my pet peeves, but that's fine.
Miss Hartwood.
Should be fine.
Emily?
And we're about to get to, I'm assuming, some combat as an introduction, right? But alas. See, my three-legged cat, he acts like a reverse clock, alarm clock. Oh, yeah, we're on a city street. All right. Okay. So yeah, my cat, he's like a reverse alarm clock. When it's time for bed, he lets me know. So, sorry, I got to keep this short. It is. I wish it was 8:07, but it is not. I don't know why the time is off like that, but anywho, gonna call it here, folks. Thanks for joining me. Glad stopping in. Hopefully, check out the next video and follow me through my first ever time playing through this. Not using a guide or anything. Not looking up anything on the internet. I'm just here to show you the game as it is. As if you just bought it straight from Steam or good old game. So we'll check it out. I have high expectations for it. Will it meet that bar? We'll find out. To my subscribers, you all stay awesome. You have an amazing day, or if you prefer, stay amazing and have an awesome day. There we go. I got it right somewhat. Drive by Redneck and Viewers. Not howdy. See ya. Take it easy. Howdy. We went through that part. Jeez. Getting too old for this. Regardless, to everybody, whether you're a subscriber or not, take it easy. And of course, during the special month of Halloween, October, make sure you're playing scary games, watching scary movies, and bring scary books, and let us know in the comments. Share, right? Because you might be reading or playing or watching something that someone else hasn't seen, played, or read, or even known existed. So, and likewise, I'll let you guys know what I'm up to with it. So, and you probably heard them. So, yeah, cut to the chase. Y'all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and most importantly, a Halloween Hecktacular night.